Hi there, beautiful morning here at St. Mary's Lake this morning. I'm out here early on Saturday and I've got a couple of goals today I want to try. Got some new lures that I got from Carl's Bait and Tackle that I want to try out. You probably have seen some of them teased on social media. One of them is the new Tataki Frog by 10,000 Fish. And then I've got the 3 Googan Squad micro baits, the micro clutch, the micro banger, and I think the micro recon. I'm going to give those a shot on my spinning rig today so we can catch a few fish on those. And I've got a couple of old tried and trues that I want to try. But we'll start off in the timber this morning and see if we can find some of those big boys, and then we'll break out those frogs and see if we can get on a little topwater action this morning. But the lake looks beautiful and should be a good day. So let me get shoved off here and we'll be back with you. All right, underway here. The first bass boat that put in this morning has already fished the timber, but they didn't spend much time there. So I'll head over and see what's up. I've got a Texas rigged red worm tied on there that I'll see if anything is interested in biting. Then we'll move on to that frog. It's a pretty unique design where they have put the weights actually external to the frog body. They're actually molded to the hook, which I think might make the frog last a bit longer. This frog internal weights sometimes work out of there or fall out, or which kind of renders the frog useless at that point. Nice out here this morning. Hope the fish are hungry. Had a couple of days of rain. If I sound a little winded this morning, it's because I am. I've had a touch of bronchitis for the past week, but I think I'm well on the back side of that and on the mend. Ready to get back out there and start working out again. This little stick up right here in front of the kayak, I caught a 4.5 pounder off that thing a few weeks ago. I know you haven't seen that catch yet. Not sure when you will, but hopefully soon. It was my first catch of the day, and a bass bit my lizard on the fall. I'm always looking forward to coming back to it and see if there's something else there. There's one. That was a pretty subtle bite there, buddy. But I'm happy you bit. It's a subtle bite because you're a subtle fish. All right. Thank you. All right, here's a live look at that frog. And it is a bit unusual looking, mean looking eyes on it, but there's that weight system I was talking about that's actually molded onto the hooks. And it's a pretty big profile, and it's a heavy bait. So I've got it on my frog and swim bait set up here, which is a 7.3 heavy Akuma TCS rod, and I've got it on a Lew's Tournament MB 8.3-to-1 gear ratio on that. Not that that's critically important to fishing a frog, I don't think. But we'll see if this thing can get bit. And then if I can catch 1 or 2 on it, I got another frog I want to try. And I see the panfish busting out here, so I'm going to take an opportunity to throw one of those little micro baits out there as well. Whew. It goes a country mile, give it that. I saw Tackle Junkie catch a couple on it the other day. Different color. Okay, y'all, I can't resist. I gotta put the frog down for just a second anyway and break out this spinning rod because of all these panfish that are busting right here. And based on previous experience, I'm like 99.9% sure that they are crappie, albeit small ones. But I've got this little Googan micro clutch, which is a little teeny tiny lipless crankbait. And by the way, I bought all 3 of these baits in pink, but I showed that to you earlier. But I gotta cast that out there and see what's up. I really need a lighter outfit for this thing. There's one. Didn't think that would take long. Little bluegill. I'll take that. Do want to get your picture though. Get you back in your environment there. Thank you. You can get a couple more, then we'll resume the frog fishing again. Yep. You weren't very large, but you were there waiting. Well, you're not bad for a bluegill. So I guess I misidentified you guys. You're bluegills that are popping around out there. If I was looking to cook up a mess of bluegills, I might keep you. Pretty nice. Okay. Any more of you out there? There's one. Ooh, he's feisty. It's a crappie. A really, really tiny one. And that's 3 so far on the Googan micro clutch. Look how tiny that bait is. I bet there's another one. So that's 3 on the clutch so far. We'll catch a couple more on that one and then we'll swap it out for one of those other little micros. Ooh, that sounds like a big splash up near the shoreline. Like something that might want to eat a frog. Really would like to get a couple of frogfish this morning. Panfish are going to continue to distract me while I'm trying to catch fish on this frog. When they're this close to the boat, I can't help it. Got to throw out there to them. Yep. How did you miss that? There you go. I could probably sit out here and catch 30 or 40 of these little guys today if I was a mind to. That's another nice bluegill. Should have came bluegill fishing today. I probably have a stringer in here. Man, you just finned the heck out of me. Don't appreciate it. There you go. All right, Tataki. Do something for me. Get out there and look edible. Look at all those panfish. Ooh, they are schooling big time. Right in the middle of them there. Bite it. Yep. Another bluegill. Yeah, you guys are hungry today. I'm digging it. Get your picture hanging there on the dude. Or a nice one too. Look at that. I'm going to take one more cast with this Tataki frog. And then I'm going to swap it out for a smaller frog, which is the Googan Squad Mini Filthy Frog, which I think might do better in this lake given its vast majority of dink bass. If they want to eat a frog, this Tataki frog's pretty big. Probably would do better in a big bass lake, which this one typically is not. So let's do that and swap out the GoPro battery in the front, and we will be right back. All right, back. And now I have the Googan Squad Mini Filthy Frog tied on. Throw it around a bit. I'll continue the frog efforts around this little pocket here. And then we're going to move on to other things. I think the frog window is closing up on me this morning. All right, giving up on the frogs. So I think I'm going to come out here and continue my little micro crankbait efforts. And the other thing I'm going to keep on deck is the bile bug. I get bit on it a lot. There's one right there. Now see, it makes me wonder, would that fish have eaten that frog had I thrown it over there? I don't think so. I just don't think it's a frog day. He sure liked the bile bug. That bile bug up there. So I got a feeling there were a few bass that I did not catch up here with the frog, and I wouldn't throw in anything else. Yep. Like that one. Like, I don't think he would have bit the frog, but he sure bit the bile bug. Kind of a lanky looking dude. Probably a 13-incher, but you're skinny. There you go. Little guy. Alright, so I caught 4 bluegill and a crappie on the micro clutch. So I'm going to swap that one out for the next micro crankbait, which is going to be the micro banger. See what we can do with that. I don't know how far I'm going to be able to cast it. All right, see if we can do something with that. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, he's still on there. What is that? It's the first fish on the micro banger, a little bass. He's looking for panfish up there, buddy. You're okay. Why do you insist on sticking me with those treble hooks? Tiny baits, tiny fish. Hey, you're a nice one. All right, got a phone call in the middle of that one from my beautiful daughter, but that's a nice little fish on the vile crawl. Get him back in the water. I threw on top of him a while ago and spooked him, and then was kind of like wondering if he was still there. He was. He ate it. Wasn't ready for that one. Caught me unawares. Get you back in the water. First one in a while. All right, folks, we're gonna call it a day. Need to go help my young'uns with home repair. See if we can figure out what's going on there. I know I was kind of like all over the place this morning as far as what I was targeting and what I was throwing, but just kind of one of those days. So appreciate you tagging along and bearing with me on all that. And I was supposed to pick a winner for my mystery tackle box giveaway, so here that is right here. Congratulations, and we'll get in touch and then I can get that thing in the mail to you. But until next time, thanks again for tagging along. And oh, by the way, Carl's Bait and Tackle is going to have a big Labor Day sale coming up in the next few days. So be on the lookout for that. If you're a Carl's Club member, in addition to the 30% off of all that stuff you usually get, you get an additional 10% off during the couple of weeks that sale's going on. So should be some pretty good deals to be had there. So thanks again for tagging along, and we will see you on the water real soon. Bye.